we just need to be careful. Pain in the hands of Satan results in uncertainty, doubting God, doubting his love, guilt, shame, condemnation. But that pain in the hands of Jesus becomes a place where he can grow us, where he can give us endurance, where he can develop character. That same pain he can use to bring a testimony. That same pain he can use to bring a message of encouragement and of growth and of hope. Hi everyone, my name is Brenda. Welcome to the channel. I make faith-based content here on YouTube, so if you're new, consider subscribing to join this family. In today's video, I speak from the subject, in whose hands are you entrusting your pain? We look at the story of Hannah. We are reading from 1 Samuel 1. I would encourage you to, in your own time, to go through 1 Samuel 1. The reference scripture for today comes from 1 Samuel. It's a story, a famous story of Hannah, and I would encourage you to go and read the story by yourself. But we're going to pick up today 1 Samuel chapter 1, verses 12 to 19. So Hannah is a woman who is married and is longing for a child. She's barren. The husband and her have been trying to have a child for some time, to no avail. So she has gone to the temple just to pray about the situation, and we pick up the story here in 1 Samuel 1, verse 12. It says, as she kept on praying to the Lord, Eli, who was a priest in the temple, Eli observed her mouth. Hannah was praying in her heart, and her lips were moving, but her voice was not heard. Eli thought she was drunk, and she said to her, how long will you keep on getting drunk? Get rid of your wine. Not so, my lord, Hannah replied. I am a woman who is deeply troubled. I have not been drinking wine or beer. I was pouring out my soul to the Lord. Do not take your servant for a wicked woman. I have been praying here out of my great anguish and grief. Eli answered, go in peace, and may the Lord of Israel grant you what you have asked him. She said, may your servant find favor in your eyes. Then she went her way and ate something, and her face was no longer downcast. Early in the morning they arose and worshipped before the Lord, and then went back to their home at Ramah. Elkanah lay with Hannah his wife, and the Lord remembered her. So in the course of time, Hannah conceived and gave birth to a son. She named him Samuel, because I asked the Lord for him. I just want to encourage you, if you are going through something that only you know, something that is troubling you, if you're going through something that just won't seem to relent, something that is just holding you down and keeps you down, that thing that only you know, I wanted to encourage you, whatever it is that you're going through, God knows, God sees. That thing that only you know of, that heavy thing, that thing that is in an emotional wound, a trauma, whatever it is, it could be anything, but whatever is weighing you down, God sees. I like what Hannah did here, because before I started reading, if you go up in the chapter, you see where her reverie was making fun of her. As she was going to pray her reverie, the other wife of the husband had kids, and she was making fun of her and just poking her. And that's exactly what happens when we place our pain in the wrong hands. Satan has got a way of bringing doubt. He wants us to doubt God's love. He wants to bring condemnation. He wants to bring fear. He wants to bring doubt. In the wrong hands, that pain, in Satan's hands, it's just going to take us in a downward spiral. There's nothing good that's going to come out of us trusting our pain or entrusting our pain in the hands of Satan. However, when we go before God with that very same pain, I love what she did here, because it says that, she was pouring out her soul. Sometimes we need to learn as ladies to bear our soul before God, to pour out everything before God, to never mind what it looks like, just to go before God with our pain, to just It says here she was praying here out of great anguish and grief. Learn to pray from that place of pain, that place of disappointment, that place of grief, that place of pain. If you can muster the courage to pray even when you don't feel like it, and you go before God and you cry before God for your family, you cry before God for whatever it is that is holding you back, you cry before God for that healing, for that provision. Just be honest before God, bear out your all, no matter what it looks like, no matter what it looks like to other people. Just go and just pray, deeply pray before God. God has got no choice but to honor that kind of prayer, because it's coming from a place of truth. God doesn't want us to pretend. If we are disappointed, to go before Him, hey God, pretending. No, you need to be truthful before God. Pour out exactly, point out your disappointments, point out everything before Him. Just pray, as long as you're putting that pain in the hands of God. Never ever ever allow the enemy to take a hold of your pain, because he is going to turn that pain around for the worst. He's going to make it bigger than it is. He's going to make up scenarios that don't even exist. We need to learn to entrust our pain into the hands of God, and He knows how to work it out for our good. That same pain in the hands of Satan, it will be condemnation, it will be fear, it will be anxiety. He will cause us to doubt our love in God. He will bring fear, he will bring accusation, shame, guilt. But take that very same pain into the hands of Jesus. It will turn into a testimony. He will build character. He's going to build endurance. He's going to deepen our faith in Him, strengthen our faith, grow us up spiritually. The same very pain. This is why the Bible speaks that God works everything out for the good of those that love Him. He will work everything out for our good. But the key is to trust Him with that pain, to be truthful with that pain, to pour out our soul before God. So I hope that you were encouraged. If you were encouraged, I would ask you to share, like, subscribe, comment, share this with someone that might need to, that's carrying around a heavy burden, that's carrying around pain. I hope to see you in my next video. Until then, bye.